Okay, so we are back in action. This time we're gonna reach for the regulator. So, and to get the plenum pipe off, we have to loosen these two set screws down here, which, whoa, for some reason is two different sizes, but we can manage. I think the other one is this size. Yes, it is. And that will then slide right out. Uh-oh, there's ghosts. And there we have the valve, the transfer port. One thing you have to be mindful on the Vulcan 3 is you can't screw this in too tight. That will make this O-ring bulge out, and then it can't seat properly. So you have to be mindful about that. And then there's the spacer. And then in here you have the... Oh no, I don't have anything to push. Push. I do. By coincidence, I have an old 600mm FX barrel. Because that was a piece of garbage that did not work. And then we have the regulator. So to adjust it, we have to loosen the lock nut. There you go. And if you want less pressure, you screw the screw in, and if you want to increase the pressure, you screw it counterclockwise. I think my pressure is a tad too high, so I'm gonna go down. And it's my experience, this regulator is actually quite sensitive, so I'm not gonna adjust it more than that for this time. And then it's just tightening up the lock nut and put it back inside. You don't have to push it all the way up because it will be pushed in place by all of these things. You of course have to be mindful that you put it in the right end due to the breathing holes, small breathing holes in this pipe for the regulator. So if you don't do it right, it will leak. There you are. Then the other end. So, and you want this one, you want the transfer port to be offset from this one with 180 degrees. So it's pointing down and the holes for the two set screws are pointing up. And then it's just a matter of putting it all back where it came. As you can see, this is fairly lined up here, so the holes are down here for the set screws are also lined up. And the O-ring I spoke of before, it's because the O-ring goes inside this. So if you have this one screwed on too tight, then you can't push it in. So I learned that the hard way the first time I took it apart. So yeah. This trigger linkage can come apart up here. If you're familiar with remote control airplanes, these things were what you used on the end of your linkage for ailerons and flaps and whatnot on planes to grip onto your servo horns. So, but it comes off sometimes, but it's a toolless to put it back. It's just a little bit finicky to deal with, but no big problem. And then yeah, just lowered the pressure on a Vulcan free regulator. So, and then we need to cock it again so we don't lose air through the rifle when we put the bottle back on. And then I just remembered, did I tighten the bleed screw? I forget that. Nope, I didn't. And you can hear the plenum pipe is filling. Well, the plenum is only down here, so with the small plenum configuration. So all of this is also a pressure vessel with the same pressure as in the bottle. And now we're definitely under 100 bars. I think I need to put another pressure gauge on this one. These small ones, they are Not good for my old eyes, that's for damn sure. So yeah, and it's just putting up back on the stock. When you have meddled with the regulator many times at the range, this is actually quite fast to do. I think I can strip this rifle, depressurize it and strip it and make a change to the regulator and put it back together in under 5 minutes. Seated at the bench at the range, so it's not a big deal, but it is of course more complex to do than just turning a screw like on a FX rifle. So there you go, getting to a Vulcan free regulator, making a change on it, and praying to whatever deity you want a fan on that it is the right change you made, or you will just have to try again with another setting. And the nut for the lock nut for the regulator, that's a 10mm. So pretty straightforward also. So yeah, that's about it for the general operations of the Vulcan 3 in this modified state.